Happened years ago in high school during the worst group project ever, so my engineering teacher decides to pair us up for this bridge building competition. We had to make a bridge using only paper, tape, drinking straws, and paper clips that could hold the most weight. And of course, I get stuck with Tyler. This kid thought he was basically the next Einstein. He was always correcting the teacher, rolling his eyes when other people talked, and acting like he was too good for everyone. I figured maybe he'd actually be helpful since he acted so smart all the time. Boy, was I wrong. First day of the project, I'm sitting there with all our materials laid out, ready to brainstorm ideas. I turn to Tyler and go, "So what do you think? Should we try a suspension bridge design or maybe go with a truss?" He doesn't even look up from his phone, just completely ignores me like I don't exist. I try again. "Tyler, we only have like 5 days to build this thing. We should probably start planning." Nothing. He's just scrolling through Instagram, acting like I'm invisible. I look over at our teacher, Mr. Rodriguez, and he's clearly watching this whole thing go down. I give him this desperate look like, "Please help me out here," but he just shrugs and goes back to grading papers. So I'm sitting there for the entire 50-minute class period while Tyler plays on his phone. Other groups around us are sketching designs, testing different configurations, actually working together like normal humans. Day 2, same thing. Tyler shows up, sits down, pulls out his phone, and acts like I don't exist. I'm getting seriously frustrated at this point. I try one more time. "Look, Tyler, I know you're smart. Can you at least tell me what you think about using the straws as support beams?" He finally looks up and goes, "I'm not really a group project person. You can handle it." Then goes right back to his phone. That's when something in my brain just snapped. If this kid wants to act like he's too good to work with me, fine. I'll build this bridge myself. But I was so angry I wasn't even thinking straight. Instead of making some elegant design like everyone else, I just started aggressively folding pieces of paper together. I'm talking thick, chunky layers, just crumpling sheet after sheet into this dense rectangle and taping the whole mess together with like half a roll of tape. Other kids are building these beautiful suspension bridges with tiny cables made of string. Some groups are making these intricate truss designs that look like they belong in a museum. And I'm over here basically building a paper brick. It looked absolutely ridiculous. People started laughing, like pointing and whispering about how ugly and stupid my bridge was. Tyler glanced over once, smirked, and went back to whatever game he was playing. But I kept going. Layer after layer of crumpled paper, held together with an insane amount of tape. It was thick, it was ugly, and it looked like a 5-year-old made it. Testing day comes around. Mr. Rodriguez starts going around the room, placing weights on everyone's bridges to see which one could hold the most. All these beautiful, engineered-looking bridges are collapsing left and right. Some couldn't even hold a single textbook. Others made it to 3 or 4 books before snapping. Finally, Mr. Rodriguez gets to my table. Tyler's just sitting there playing on his phone like he has been for the past week. The teacher picks up my ugly brick of a bridge, and I swear I can hear people trying not to laugh. He places 1 textbook on it. Nothing happens. 2 textbooks. Still solid. 5 textbooks. Not even bending. At this point, the whole class is watching. Mr. Rodriguez keeps adding more and more books. 10, 15, 20 textbooks. My bridge is just sitting there like it doesn't even care. He runs out of books from our classroom and goes next door to grab more. Comes back with another armload and keeps stacking. 30 books, 40 books, 50 books. The stack is getting so high it's about to fall over sideways, but my bridge isn't even flexing. Finally, Mr. Rodriguez stops and goes, "I think we have a winner." The whole class starts cheering. People who were laughing at me an hour ago are now clapping and saying how awesome it was. Mr. Rodriguez holds up this big box of Tim Hortons donuts and goes, "These are for our winner." And since I didn't see anyone helping build that bridge, they don't have to share with anyone. Tyler's face went completely red. For the first time all week, he actually put his phone down and looked at what was happening. But here's the best part. I opened that box of donuts and started walking around the classroom, giving one to every single person in the class. Everyone except Tyler. I sat down right next to him with the remaining donuts and just started eating them one by one while making direct eye contact. He just sat there watching me eat his victory donuts while the rest of the class enjoyed theirs. That paper brick held 62 textbooks and didn't even bend.